I think cricket as an outlet impacts positively on mental health for individuals that are coming from another country. It gives them an outlet to connect to other people if they are suffering from mental health issues or challenges such as anxiety, low mood, stress. It gives them benefits. It lets them release happy hormones such as dopamine. My name is Gurchehn Singh and I'm a psychotherapist. Mental health in South Asian community is taboo. Bringing more awareness to what mental health is would really help and benefit. Young people are really becoming more aware of the need to talk about what their struggles and challenges are.
I'm Vinnie Patel. I first came to Crossgates back in 2004 through a friend, and I was the first person of South Asian heritage to play for the club. I feel I've been very lucky in that I've spent all my time at Crossgates. I've always felt very welcome. However, from what I've heard of other people's experiences, it's like any form of discrimination where you feel unwanted, you have a certain skin colour, it's no fault of your own, you feel unworthy, and I think critically that feeling can creep into other aspects of your life.
It's not just about racism, it's about microaggressions. You don't realise that the microaggression comes normal. Racism really impacts mental health in a really negative way because the individual then starts questioning their self-worth, their own self-identity. The impact on mental health for youngsters moving to another country, it can be really traumatic. And trying to fit in a bit more difficult if you are South Asian and born in the UK, for example, and so you are questioning your own self-identity and where do you belong.
The South Asian community isn't the best at recognising emotions, and they don't have the biggest capacity for listening to other people's feelings. So anything that I might want to share, for example, falls on deaf ears. To every problem, the solution is, or get married, or don't worry, it'll blow over, or worse still, there's just no space provided, and instead it's like, I don't want to listen to your problem. And it's no real surprise to me that then people respond to that by shutting down and living in shame and just keeping their feelings and thoughts to themselves.
Young people are really becoming more aware of the need to talk about what their struggles and challenges are. Mental health in South Asian community is taboo. The societal pressures that men and young boys face in the South Asian community is the academic pressure to achieve. Not only that, but they have to be responsible for their family members, providing for the family members. If they get married, then they're not just providing for the immediate family, they still have to take in consideration the parents, their siblings.
People from South Asian countries, they migrate to the UK, and someone like myself is born of that heritage, and I'm born and brought up in the UK. So I have the Indian heritage, my parents' expectations, and then I'm born and brought up in a Western society, so it's like a split identity. And sometimes we reach a crossroads, we reach into adulthood where our parents may have had certain expectations of us, so in terms of our life choices, so career, partner, and it becomes a mental challenge where you have to overcome that guilt. Making your own choices can be difficult without the support of family or validation.
I think what happens is that the learned behaviours and patterns get passed down 2 generations, so that's all they know. And I think if Say for instance our generation starts becoming more aware of being able to talk about their emotions and feelings, they won't pass down those patterns, and the next generation will be more open to talking about their emotions and feelings.
What I've done over the last 10 years, I hired a therapist, and the way it's really worked for me is that I have someone who I can trust. There's complete privacy. They give space so I can share my emotions and feelings. So I would urge anyone to seek out a therapist. It's not a sign of weakness, and you're not necessarily doing it from a position of weakness. You could do it because you want to develop and evolve, and sometimes you need to see an expert.